we're gonna use that to segue into talking about the Queen's album that dropped this summer. That's the first album. The first big album that we got is Beyonce. You know what I mean? Don't get it fucked up. It's not just hip hop. We talk about music, good music, and especially the big one, the big artists. We talking about them. We talking about them. So, fellas, I hear myself talk a lot. So I'm a hear from y'all. What did you guys think of the Beyonce album? Some favorite songs, standouts, I guess, and you know what I mean, general thoughts, and you know what I mean, just go ahead. This is y'all.
Do you want me to go first, Corey?
Go ahead, Dims.
Okay. Honestly, first listen, it took a bit for me to kind of get into the vibe of it. But out the first listen, I knew it was going to be something good. Is it my favorite Beyonce album? No. But a lot of people have been giving it good reviews. I just don't see it being like, you know, that Beyonce album that has all the, like, you know what I mean? Just has all those, like, hits off the rip.
I don't think it was meant to be that, though.
I don't think so, but I don't think so either. But just with it being Beyonce, you would think that this is what usually you get that, you know what I mean? And
hits will come, though.
Hits will come. Break My Soul wasn't a bad single for this album.
No, and to me it sounds better on the album.
Flowing and all, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think sonically overall it was really good. Vocals are still there. There's nothing Beyonce lacked vocal wise on here.
There's nothing crazy vocal.
Yeah, I think she sounded good on every song. I think vocally she sounded good. Standout tracks for me, I'm gonna go with Break My Soul. I do like Church Girl, produced by Boy Wonder. No ID. He killed that. And Heated, obviously, because I'm a little biased because Drake wrote a bit of that song for her, and then Boy Wonder was obviously on the production. Pure and /Honey, I really like.
Of course.
Yeah, I like
that song. That song is actually.
I really like that song.
That song is actually solid.
Plastic Off the Sofa, I don't mind, and
Plastic Off the Sofa was really good.
Yeah, the song's good. And I like Alien Superstar.
Yeah. Alien Superstar, that track. It took me a minute to get into it.
But like
once you get into it,
but her being offbeat, like the pocket that she found in that song is actually nice.
I thought on Church Girl, the Drop It Like a Thotty, that kind of vibe, I thought that was gonna take off a lot more than it hasn't. But you know what I mean? Maybe it just hasn't gotten there yet. But I thought that was something that was probably gonna catch on for the summer. Didn't really that kind of like that wave. But
when did it drop? Like end of summer.
End of July.
End of July, right? So yeah. Still in the heat in like the heat of the summer, I would say.
Yeah.
But like I said, the reviews are really good. She did really good. Number wise, she did 332,000 first week, which is good for Beyonce. For Beyonce, that's amazing. Corey, what'd you think, bro?
For the album that it was, I thought it was like a good album. I can't really complain about it. I mean, first of all, it's Beyonce, so I'm gonna take it for what it is. I'm sure she has like more coming out. This doesn't seem like it's like just like.
Yeah, no, this is Act 1. This is only
like,
Act 1.
So like you could really tell this is an Act 1, and that she has something coming. It feels like she just wanted to put this out. She was feeling good, feeling like dancing. She's probably dancing all over the house. You know what I'm saying? And, she's probably listening to like 80s music, dancing, and she's like, you know what?
Got a little inspiration.
I want to dance. So
I will say I can see this album like doing very well at the upcoming Grammys. I can see the people who pick awards and stuff like
categories.
Yeah, like I can see this being nominated for a lot, and I can see it at least taking two or three.
The album is elite.
It is good. No, it's really good. That's what I'm saying.
The production is really.
I just don't know what category I could see her in the Grammys getting nominated for just yet. I'm not sure if I want to say
categories all the time. They make up one
for
Beyonce. It's like probably alternative funk or some shit.
They'll definitely put it in R&B, and they'll definitely.
That's not R&B though.
No,
I think it's because she's an R&B singer.
What is it labeled as under in iTunes?
I really hope it's not pop.
So while you're okay, so do you have any more?
No, that's
so for me, like this album, I'm gonna say like
pop.
Yeah. So this album isn't for me. Like I don't go back to it like
me neither
at all. But after the few listens, like I could tell like one, you could hear the money. Mm-hmm. Like you could hear the high level and production in it from jump in every track. But it's a really well put together album. It might be one of her best fully put together projects.
In terms of like just the way it's synchronized.
Like full, from top to bottom, like musically, like it was like yes, it was complete. But again, obviously, like I'm not going back to it, but I could see the elite music making in the album. Right. So that's where it's like I respect the album on that point a lot, because like I do see, because again, like I'm trying to think of like her other albums, like I think like the self-titled Beyonce album is still probably like one of her best. The one with like Partition on it.
Okay.
And shit.
Yes.
But yeah, this album to me is like really good. And again, this is only act 1. So more acts are coming. And yeah, like there's a lot of songs on here that it took me a bit to like grow on me.
Yeah, it does.
But like you said, Alien Superstar, like I really like the pocket that she found on that. I like Cozy.
And looking at her like discography now, like she has no bad album. Like I'm looking at all the ones that she has, like I'm like all of them are good. Dangerously in Love is her debut. That album's amazing.
Yeah.
B-Day's amazing. I Am Sasha Fierce, that's the one with like Halo, all like songs like that.
Whole other
Four, that's the one where we like to party. The self-titled Beyonce album with Partition and the Drunken Love, Lemonade.
Drunken Love was
then Lemonade,
yeah,
which
Lemonade
is
was crazy.
And then her latest.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just like there was no way I was coming in here and being like, oh, this album's terrible. So that's because now, especially looking at her discography, like she might have one of the most like solid discographies in R&B.
And it's actually not that many.
Because
albums.
there's not a lot of
a solid number of albums.
For sure. And there's not a lot of R&B singers that have a good a great discography front to back. There's not a lot. It's very
Yeah, she's had good production behind her from day one.
For sure.
Especially when she went solo, from day one, it's been like top notch. So she's been able to put some good music together.
For sure. And that's the thing. Like if I was someone in the like I'm not a Beehive like fan of Beyonce. I'm a fan. Yeah. But for someone who's like actually in the Beehive kind of like trend or whatever, like to fall back and look at this like discography, like I'd be very thankful if I was really like, you know, a big fan of Beyonce. I'd be like, wow, like you actually give me some really good music from 03 till now. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So Corey, what are some of your favorite songs?
Some of my favorite songs. Scroll up on the list real quick.
I got you.
Alien Superstar is one for sure. Plastic Off the Sofa.
I got you.
Virgo's Groove.
Thank you. Yo, we're getting into that beef after, Dims?
And like Pure Honey.
Pure Honey is nice. Yeah. Honestly, I like Summer Renaissance too, though, with the Donna Summers sample.
Okay.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like she actually killed that.
Yes.
She honestly, I like that she took that sample too. That was a dope sample to kind of like flip. But
and only she could get those type of samples.
Yeah.
So
Damar, my co-host, we got into a little beef about the Beyonce album, and when I told you that I like Virgo's Groove, you hit me with the you like that song?
Yeah, I hit you with that because, like, I don't know, bro. Like, just for me personally, that's the thing with me and you on albums. Like, we don't really. There's always a song where I'm like, I like it, and you're kind of like, nah. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. And I was like, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a taste of your own medicine kind of thing.
Virgo's Groove to me is a masterclass in song making. There's 3 beat changes, right? Different tempos. She goes from like poppy to disco in a point in the track. It's 6 minutes. I think it's it's one of her long, if not her longest song to date.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
because over 6 minutes, right?
She went crazy on that song. You know what I mean? And like, I just like, that was just like, from like, just like a song making perspective, to me, that song is like elite.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it's crazy now. I'm looking at the songwriters for it now. The Dream actually helped her, produce that song as well. He's a great producer.
No, but that's the thing. Didn't he produce a lot of this?
He did, but like even from like back in the day, like he has a lot of undercover songs where I'm like, oh shit, like the Dream produced it.
He's elite. He is elite.
Because his sound is all over the place. He would never be able
he
to
produced
tell.
Higher on what's that on the
No, well he's on it. He's talking on it.
That's his beat though.
No, I know on Cruel Summer you're talking.
Right,
No, I know.
Okay.
I know that. Yeah. But I'm saying that beat is crazy. That beat is one of my favorite instrumentals on that album.
Honestly, man, like I said, like it'll probably grow on me down the line. If I haven't listened to this album consistently. I just remember going through it and like that wasn't one that really like stood out to me.
What this?
Even Joe brought up Virgo's groove, and he was like, he's like,
a Virgo,
but he was like, it's not just because I'm a Virgo.
Oh,
but like,
did he say that?
90% sure it's because of your Virgo.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
The song
like,
is actually
like,
good.
I'm not a Virgo, and that song to me, like that's the
really
one song on the album that I go back to.
Yeah.
Like I'll randomly, like I'll be editing, and I'll randomly, like I'll be listening to music, and I'll be like, Virgo's groove, because to me it's like it's just such a vibe, and it's just like it's such like I said, just like a master class in song making with the beat changes. Like there's
just
3 of them.
Appreciate it every time you hear it.
Yeah, it's just like it. I feel like she was really just flexing a lot on that
She's
song.
flexing on this album.
On that album, you're right.
She flexes.
Right.
Her last 3 albums were just a flex overall, from the self-titled to Lemonade to this, and then obviously She flexed really hard with the rapping. With the rapping on
Lemonade?
No, not on Lemonade. With the compilation album she had with Jay-Z.
Oh yeah.
The Carters.
The Carters.
You know what I mean? She rapped her ass off on that, and I feel like that was just Jay and Beyonce in the studio together, writing together, and they just gave up. Yeah,
that's crazy. Imagine being in a crib. No shit.
So even that, like Beyonce, you could tell obviously Beyonce's very confident and in some way cocky with her music.
Well, she's coming out with
vocally and
albums,
you know what I mean? So yeah.
For her to say, "Yo, I'm coming out with 4 albums. This is Act 1, bro." Like, yo, come on,
bro. As an R&B fan, or as a
I'm
lay it on me, like
I'm
here
the whole
for
game. Only someone like her could do that.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's
hopefully she does it like once a year, because
probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe probably. Yeah. At the end of this year
surprised
or
she's
the
not-
top of next year.
facts. And I'm saying I'm surprised she's not touring off this yet.
No. She's probably gonna do like drop all of them and then do a big tour. And, yeah.
Yeah, and just have a Renaissance tour.
Yeah.
Instead of a Renaissance Act 1 tour, it'll probably be a whole thing.
Yeah. And then she'll do the tour as acts.
I mean, fair enough. Yeah, that'd be sick.
Genius. Hire me.
All right, so y'all have anything else to say?
That was good. Yeah.
No, that was good.
That was good.
Solid.
All right, so we'll wrap up the album from the Queen Bee.
You know, she does it again.
She does it again. So before we get into our next album, I wanted to ask you. You obviously saw the Adam-22 Patreon, Joe Budden Patreon.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched part of it, most of it.
So I don't want to obviously get into too much, but like I see both of their sides of the argument.
Oh, about the Kevin Samuels thing?
That because I remember you were asking me what I thought about it.
When he
and like I
see both sides.
I see both sides. I probably agree more with Joe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Probably a lot more with Joe, but I do see where he's coming from in a sense.
But it's like that.
I look at it as like no one's really wrong, because at the end of the day, it's like if he were to post that that content that he had with Kevin Samuels before he passed, then the views would go up anyway. So if he had shitty views before Kevin Samuels passed, and then he passed away, they're skyrocketing regardless. Yeah. So it's kind of like, yeah, you held on to it for a bit before you uploaded it, but thinking now, it's like, okay, so if someone passes and I interviewed them and I haven't uploaded it yet, if I do it right after they pass, yeah, it's kind of a bit of it's not really more so clout chasing, but because in Adam-22 status, he's already a popular guy anyway. He's gonna get views. Yeah. So it's kind of like if it's someone like me, you know what I mean, that doesn't have that much reviews, then I kind of look more like an asshole. You could always look more like views, I'm looking to get more clout that way. But in Adam-22's defense, I don't think.
Honestly, one thing I gotta give him, I have to give him like shout outs for holding his own on the pod, because he like there was like none of them agreed with his point of view.
Yeah, no.
Right, so it's not like he had, and it wasn't even like his podcast. Yeah. You know what I mean? So the people in the back
defending his decision.
So the people in the back weren't even like his. So that's where it's just like I have to give it to him for like obviously like going with his decision and his thing and like
what he was doing, and he knew the backlash he would face for that.
Yeah, so I do have to give him for holding his own on that and
their relationship that they had.
And honestly, shout out to Parks. Cause that was when I messaged you and I was like, "Yo, Parks is a real white, like a white boy that's like for the people."
Yeah,
right.
Sure.
Because there was a couple moments in that interview that like I really just saw the difference between how like Adam sees things and how Parks sees things and approaches things, right? And like how when Adam was like, yeah, like something ops, and like Parks was like, you don't feel weird saying ops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that line to me like really just summed up
yeah.
the two different people and the two different people like out there like who, you know what I mean?
I think Parks appreciates the culture in this, and Adam just like appreciates what it's done for him.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
Parks like, just truly, genuinely just appreciates everything about like
because
hip hop, rap, the culture itself, black people, he has black friends, and Adam's just like, yo, like I came from motocross.
BMX and whatever.
I somehow got into this, made this shit popular because of people I knew, and now I'm running off with this. So it's like I feel like it's more money.
I agree.
Fuels him
for sure. But like that's what I'm saying. He does have a lot of black guys like that do come on the pod.
No, I know, but they're mainly younger boys.
He just did one.
He did do one.
But they know that it's like, yo, he has a big like
platform.
So like, why not use it?
And honestly, the couple other things like Parks was like when Parks kept asking him, "What's your favorite album?"
Mm-hmm. And he couldn't really.
And he wasn't answering. That's why it was like those certain little questions that he's like let me see who you are by this response. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then there was another point before we go on to the next album where like he's like Parks said something and Ish was like, "Yo, Parks, I love you, man. I love you." You know what I mean? Like because it's like he really saw the difference between the two, and he was just like, you know what? He's like. It's like his appreciation for Parks grew so much literally as I was watching the episode. So I just gotta shout out him because he really seems like one for the culture.
For real.
Yeah, he would. He could come to the cookout.
All right, so or he might be on the grill. He's on the grill, right? He's on the grill, bro.
From what it sounds like.
All right, so the next album we got up is, and again, we haven't gotten really into our hip hop bag, so I think it's Joey Badass.
Ooh, okay.
2000?
Yo, that album is really good, man.
So take it away, boys. Take it away.
Really good.
Want to start on this one, Corey? It's your guy.
My guy? Yeah, I've been listening to Joey Bada for a long time, and he needed that like break because he came back with some really, really good music. Really good music. Go to the track list real quick.
Yeah, and while you guys look at that, like the thing is, like, I know you've been a Joey Badass person for a long time.
Yeah.
And
you're actually the one who put me on Joey, to be honest.
You've been putting me on him again. Because again, I only have like maybe like one other project from him. Mm-hmm. But I knew he was good, but
he just wasn't.
It's just for me, like I guess he wasn't really resonating for me the most.
The music that he was making and stuff, where he was trying to go.
And I don't know if so me and Shanaz got into watching Blackish, and then obviously they had the spin-off Grownish. He's literally in like a season and a half on that show
right now. He's in like right now. He's good.
His character on Power is like amazing. Like everyone like rates him on that.
So he's getting in that bag. Honestly, that's great for him to see because he was really good in he seemed like mad natural, right? So that's good to see. And honestly, like you said. And I want to hear more of your thoughts. I'll probably just get my quick thoughts out because I want to hear y'all because you guys have probably been on him, especially you've been on him. So I want to hear what your thoughts. I really enjoyed the album. I went back to it a lot. Yeah, when you first sent it to me, it was really good. Really,
from
really,
start to finish, it's actually
really good. It is a complete project, start to finish. Like it's good. Like
it's a good New York feel.
Yeah, again,
it's a good like cruising in the summertime type of feel. Like it's just overall good vibes all along. Like,
and yeah, I don't because again, this was a while ago. So like for me to like kind of recall standout tracks right now would be hard because again, I'm hoping that you guys maybe will recall the album more. Yeah. Obviously, I feel like I like the song with Jid. The opening song with Diddy. I really liked. I just like the vibe and the swag just coming off of that song and it leading into the rest of the album.
And
it kind of
introducing you to the vibe of the
album. The vibe of the album, and it carried forward. Yes, and it carried forward into the rest of the album. So I really enjoyed it. So you guys take it away.
Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure. Like so I'm saying, like so back in the day, I think you put me on Joey from 2000. I would say probably 12.
Yeah, when 99 came out, probably.
No, Rejects.
Oh, Rejects.
So that's the first time. That's the first time.
Gosh,
that's the first time I heard Joey.
Yes, it was. That was a mixtape.
I can't remember what the song you played.
Mixtape, yeah.
But that's the first time I heard Joey, and I was like, okay, like you know what I mean. This guy can definitely rhyme.
Yeah.
And then I heard him for the second time on A$AP Rocky's debut album when on not Love Train, One Train.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying. Like that's when I was like, oh, okay, like
and
he
murdered it.
And then obviously it progressed, and then I heard 1999, and then I heard him on.
Yo, One Train. That brought me. I haven't heard that song in a minute, but that's one of my favorite songs on that album.
That song was really good.
Yeah, I think I can't remember what song it was. Oh, Christ Conscious.
Okay, that song was good.
And then I heard and then
after that he kind of went to like try to get to like, you know.
I don't know, but that's the thing. Like all his 3 albums are all good to me.
They're good. They're just.
You think this is better than his debut?
Then which one? 99?
No. Yeah.
No. 99 is just a class. No.
That is better than Before the Money.
Not. It's hard because they're 2 different Joeys.
That's what I'm saying.
So like, honestly, I feel like there's one where he's at the beginning of his career. That's like a classic, and then this one is like a classic to like the next stage of his career, where he is as an artist, and like where he's in like for acting wise as well. He had a lot of like what he's saying.
He had a lot of low key like flashes where he's like stunning and be like, yo, I do acting
exactly,
too. Right? You know what I mean?
He's stunting on, man. He's telling you how much money he has now, what he's been doing. He's been chilling, been growing, been thinking.
For sure. The songs that stand out to me the most are Make Me Feel.
Yeah.
Brand new 9/11 with Westside.
That song is sick.
That song's crazy.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't get any other than the Griselda guys on there.
You just wanted to stunt.
The songs from 4 to 7. So from Brand New 9/11, from Cruise Control, Eulogy, and Zip Codes is like literally A+. Like
One of Us is really good.
That song's good too.
That song's really good, man, when you're cruising.
Show Me that song's crazy. Yeah. Show Me, Wanna Be Loved by Jid is good. Head High are like all the ones that I go back to all the time. I was listening to this, but as a whole complete project, it's definitely good.
Survivor's Guilt is a really good song.
Survivor Guilt is good too.
Because like pro era day, like pre, like, you know what I'm saying, like 99 before that's when like Capital Steez died.
Yeah.
And that's like the whole guy who introduced him to hip hop. So like it was like, or to rap and tell him to rap. So like hearing his side of how,
like a tribute
of why he died, like, you know what I'm saying, and how he was in that time was pretty dope, because you never got to hear about Joey's side when like Capital Steez died. So that song is really dope for that aspect.
Viewers, you hear this? This is music. This is music department right here.
Yeah.
This is my music department. You know what I mean? In life, like, you know what I mean? If you are not the knowledgeable one, get people that are around you.
Yeah. This album is actually really good.
Really good. I really enjoyed it.
I'm surprised Mike Will did Cruise Control, because that's not even in his like lane of production.
That just shows how talented he is as a producer. Really.
Mike Will, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt y'all. Honestly, this album was really that good to the point that projects of his going forward, like, I'm gonna be keeping an eye out for.
Yeah.
Like that's how much of how much this album put him on my radar.
Yeah. And I think he will, because I think he's found that lane again.
Yeah.
No,
it seems like he has still.
Artist. I'm that nigga. Yeah. I can spit, and I'm like an old school rapper.
I'm like
bars.
Yo, Static Selector was like,
that's his man.
Was like all over this.
That's his man. That's his main producer.
Yeah.
Static Select.
Yeah. I think I might have, like, when we do like our
albums of the year.
Yeah, like at the end of the year.
That's it. There.
Our rap albums of the, or no, we'll probably just label those albums based off what we listen to. But
it would be
it would be mainly, it's gonna be all hip hop.
A lot of content.
Obviously we have Beyonce and random ones in there, but
a lot of albums I have dropped this year. This is
it's up there, man.
I'm pretty confident it'll be in there by the end of the year. I'm pretty confident.
No, I agree because I did find myself going back to it a lot, and I know it, and I feel like he did a smart move by moving it, and he dropped that at a place where there wasn't too much music around it. Because I remember, like, because obviously
we were waiting for something,
and it was maybe The Game, or was that before
the Game? But he got pushed. He's pushed his album back like at least like 4 times
at the time. So there was a good amount of space that Joey's album had to breathe. So even that, I think, was a good decision by him by doing that.
He put together a really good album.
Yeah, shout out Joey, bro.
If you're a fan of Joey, like, this album is definitely one to check out.
For sure.
He's back.
Any last thoughts? You obviously went over your standout tracks. You both kind of did.
Yeah.
You both kind of did.
Yeah, no, that album's good, man. Listen to that. For real, smoke and listen to that.
Seriously.
All right.